Hi, my name's Paul Green and I'm the creator of the Garden Planner app. This is a short video to take you through what the Garden Planner app is and how you can use it. This is the main page of the Garden Planner app. So I'm going to be going through a few things that you can see here that will help you hopefully become a better gardener and keep a record and help your garden teach you how to garden. At the top here we have a bit of a zoom so we can get a bit of a detailed view of how things are growing in the garden. In the middle here you can obviously see where most of the work is being done by the app, when things are going to be ready to be planted and harvested. And down the bottom here we can see what's ready to be planted for your area. That's based upon your postcode. And if you decide that you want to kind of just drop that out of the way so you can see a few extra plants, then that's what you can do by pressing on that little purple arrow. At the moment, there's quite a few plants that you can start to plant in this in where I live. Tomatoes, for example, you can probably start to plant those indoors. On the right-hand side of that right-hand column here, you can see that there's a bit of work that can start to be done, but in a couple of days' time. That's basically an activity area for the plants that you want to be able to work with. If you want to add a plant to this list, you go up and you press the Add Plant button, and you select the plant that you want to add. So in this case, I'm going to add tomato. Now we've got quite a few different sorts of tomatoes. From this area here, you could say, look, I'm not going to plant them in August. I want to be reminded to plant them in September. So you can scroll that up to September, and that will tell you, it'll give you a reminder basically of when you can do that. And if you've bought them or you're going to buy them as an established plant, you might be buying them from a nursery, then you can hit established, and the plant's time to harvest changes as a result of that. There's also a bit of information in here about when you can, what harvest time, what sort of plants you can expect to see growing alongside there as well. So if you hit OK, you'll see that that tomato now will be appearing further down the list because I've ordered by harvest time. And it will come up with a reminder of when to harvest. Just here. Now, I've called it Tomatoes Black Russian First Planting. That's what the app does. If you don't like that, then you can hit that purple icon there, that purple editing icon, and change it to something that's a bit more meaningful to you. So just calling it Black Russian is fine. And then you can update that, and that will then say what it says on the screen there. You can tap on the icon itself of the plant, and you get a full list of things that you need to be doing as well. Over on the weather page, which is down the middle at the bottom, I get a little look at what's happening for the next 4 days, as well as what kind of rain has happened for the last 4 days. The idea here is that we're trying to give you information to help you decide whether you need to go out and water the garden or not. Also, the temperatures here will give you an idea as to whether there's going to be frost issues, or during summer whether there's going to be excessive heat and you need to do something about that. If you are finding that this area is out of date, what you can do is come up to this top right hand corner here, and there's a little refresh button that just makes sure that you've got the latest weather for your area. We also have moon planting, so if you wish to know about best time to plant certain types of fruit or vegetables by the moon, this section here can help you with that. Navigating down the bottom here again, we can see that there's an article page. So this is a list of articles that I'll write from time to time. I usually do 1 or 2 a week. That's the idea anyway. And they're more how-tos. So the app is very good at giving you data on weather, on when things are going to be ready, on when you should plant things. But this is a bit, I guess, of my experience in growing. So what I could plant now in midwinter, for example, gives you a list of things that you could probably already have in and what you could be planting for midwinter. So it gives you a bit more information about what you could be growing in your garden. On the settings page, which is the little cog on the right hand side here, that contains information about your social map settings, so how to share your location, and also, and this is very important, how to do a cloud restore or sync all the information that's in the app that you spend all this time gathering back up into the internet, so that if there's a problem, there's a crash for whatever reason, you can restore that data and you haven't lost too much. It's basically like saving, as you would with a regular Word or an Excel file or something like that. I highly recommend that you do that sync at some point during your growing season, so that you don't lose any of your precious data. We also have a location area. From the settings page, you would have seen you could share your location, and now you can share your location as well. We're getting quite a few people on the area, so in my area around Alphington, which is where I live, I'm starting to see quite a few people who are wanting to share that they've got gardens in the area. And you can also share what you're growing as well into social networks if that's your thing. So you can tap on the bottom right hand corner there and you can see what I'm doing, which is a fair bit. It looks like I'll be eating a fair bit soon, in a couple of days anyway. And that's the main page. I would really recommend that you also have a look at our seed shop, which is just a tap there. That flips over to Heirloom Harvest, who are one of our partners with the app, and they will help you to pick the correct seeds and to deliver those seeds so that you've got the right things growing in your garden, and that you're able to grow your own food from your garden, which is, after all, what this is all about. I would also heartily recommend that you subscribe. It gives you more access to more functionality, which I detail in another video.
And that's it. We hope you enjoy using the app, and if you have any questions or want to tell us some stuff about what you think of the app, here's the email address.